Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Joe of All Trades. Welcome back for all my returning viewers. If you're a new viewer, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you like. If you see something that you don't understand in the video or something that you need more clarification about, let me know. Look, today we got an action-packed day today. This is going to be one of the longest episodes of Joe of All Trades today because we got another big project going on later on today. I don't want you guys to miss it. We're going to be doing a lot of different things on this channel. A lot of my viewers that are used to my plant videos and things of that nature, today we're actually going to do another plant video right now, but the next couple of videos we're not going to be working on any plants, y'all. We're going to be working on a different project, but I need you to tune in so you can see exactly what that project is. Something that somebody asked me about, but I'm not even going to get into that. What we're going to do is we're going to get into what we're doing right now. We got this plant right here. We got this plant. So this plant is elephant ears, but there is a technical name for this plant right here, which is called a calocasia. Calocasia plant? I think it's calocasia. Yeah, calocasia plant. So right now, I'm gonna show you what's going on with this plant. So right now, we got some pups that's coming off this plant right here. And we got another pup right here, right there. So what we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna take the big plant, we're gonna plant him, and we're gonna separate the pups from the plant. But this is a very delicate operation because you don't want to kill the pups, because right now they're thriving real good. So you don't want to kill them, make any mistakes and kill them, because it's a very, very delicate operation that we got to go about doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him out the pot. We're going to take this whole corm out the pot. And then we're going to separate it once we get it out the pot. We're going to separate it from the corm, which is connected to the mother plant. We're going to separate it. So once we separate it, we've already dug a hole for the plant itself. So I've already prepared the hole. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go about separating it from the pot. So all we're going to need today, I'm just going to tell you the supplies we're going to need today, which is just a shovel, and we're going to use a little garden soil. And like I said, the garden soil is already has a lot of nutrients in it, so we want to give it a good kickstart. So I'm going to show you guys the hole that we dug for it. And then okay, so this is the hole that we dug for right here. So this is the hole that we dug for it. I actually had to move these bricks over because the bricks were over here on this side right here, but I wanted the plant closer to the house, if that makes any sense. I wanted it closer to the house. So I moved these two bricks right here. I moved them from over here. I moved them over here so it can be, I didn't want to have it close to my banana plant that's right here because as you know, this is one of the banana plants that I actually planted in one of my last videos. If you check that out, you can see when I first planted this right here. And you can see that the plant is doing very good. doing very good right now, guys. Very good. It is growing. It's bright green. It's doing what it's supposed to do. But I didn't want the new plant that's over here. I didn't want him to be real close to him because I didn't want them fighting for water. So what I did was I actually kind of moved him way over here. They're kind of close together, but that's enough room so it can get its own water. He can continue to get his own water. So like I said, I've dug the hole, and next what we're gonna do now is we're gonna separate the plant from the pot. We're gonna separate the plant from the pot. I'm gonna get you guys set up while I do that process. And like I said, the only supplies that we're gonna use today, guys, is this right here. This is all we're gonna need for today. Garden soil, feeds up to 3 months. It proves existing oil to build a strong root system. That's all we need right there. And we got a shovel. Got a shovel so we can do a little digging and a little stuff like that. But the main thing, the important part of today's video is showing you how to properly propagate the colocasia plant or elephant ears. So I'm gonna get you guys set up so we can go ahead and I'm gonna show you the process. And like I said, today's video on this showing you the process, it's not gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a pretty short video. So, but I was out here just kind of messing around. So I thought, hey, maybe I should just show you guys this plant right here and how I'm going to propagate it, and showing you how I'm going to separate it from the pot and then putting it over there in the ground. So, okay. So guys, stay tuned. Like I said, if you like the content or if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you leave a comment. And hey, another thing, turn on those post notifications. That way, when I do make a new video, you'll be the first one to find out that I did make a new video, and it'll go straight to your feed. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get you guys set up so you can see me in the process of doing it, and we'll be back. Okay, I hope you guys can see the plant real good. Hopefully you can see the plant better than you can see me. But this is what I need you guys to focus on, is this right here. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do first and foremost, just gonna loosen up the sides. And it's okay if you lose a little of the soil in the process. It's all good. We just want to kind of loosen it up. So all we're doing, guys, is just loosening this up so we can kind of pull the whole thing out. And once we pull out the whole thing, we can be able to see exactly what's going on in the root system. And periodically I'm going to be checking to see if you guys are still in focus and you still can see everything. So, and it looks like we're still in focus right now, so that's a good thing. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna carefully try to dump this out of the pot. Not dump, but I'm gonna carefully try to remove it from the pot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it and we're gonna lean it to the side and see if it actually, gets some, see how the whole thing is moving. That's exactly what we want. We don't want to damage any of the roots. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take him out the pot. Let me try it with this hand right here. If it feels like it's not giving, do not pull on the plant. Boom. And this is exactly what we want, guys. Made a little mess, but this is exactly what we wanted, guys. You can see, all the roots. This is exactly what we wanted. So as you can see, I'm holding it at the base of the plant, and that's so we won't pull any of the leaves from it. But as you can see, all the roots that have been made from this one particular plant. So this is how we're going to separate it, guys, because this is actually, this right here, these are what we're trying to separate right now, are these pups. We're going to separate these pups. Once we separate the plant itself, actually what we're going to do, I just changed my mind. What we're going to do is we're going to keep the entire plant in this right here. We're going to try to keep the entire plant in this right here. But we're going to separate, the part that we're going to separate are these right here. We're going to separate these right here from the mother plant. Now, this is for another video. This plant right here, that's for another video. So we're not going to focus on that right now. But we're going to stick him, to keep him safe right now, we're going to stick him in the pot. So he'll be safe. So he won't get lost. We're going to save him and put him in the pot. And we also got another one over here, guys. Hold on. We got another one that's right here. They're pretty easy to move around. So we're just going to take his little ball. See, I got all the roots in my hand from that. But we're not focusing on this plant today. But just to show you how easy that was, all the roots are in this little ball that I'm holding. So we're good. We're going to put him to the side so he won't get lost. I'm going to stick him in the pot, and we'll take care of that later. We'll take care of him later. Right now, our main focus is this right here. Now what we're going to do, it's a delicate operation. You're almost like a surgeon. So what we want to do is we want to separate this. And we do have another pup that's coming in right here also. We're not going to separate him. We're just going to separate this one and this one as carefully as we can. We want to see exactly where he's coming from. We're going to stick it back in the pot so we can actually see what the roots look like on these two guys right here, this one and this one. So we're going to lightly just kind of move the soil away. We're going to move all the soil away, guys, so we can actually see what we're working with. But you got to be delicate with this because they got a root system now. So you have to be very delicate with this. You don't want to tear up any of the roots. Even if you do tear a root up, we really don't want to tear any of the roots up because that is how this plant is surviving. So we're just going to kind of move the soil around just a little bit. So we're getting to it. It takes a lot of patience with this, guy. So it's not a quick process, at least not for me, because I don't want to destroy any of the roots. So I like to be very careful with this process right here. Very careful. Very, very, very careful. See how we got all this dirt going everywhere? And as you can see, this baby right here, if you guys can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me check, make sure. Let's come up a little bit. Let's come up a tad, guys, because I want you guys to see this. Okay, so if you can see, this is what we're looking at, guys. You see this pup right here? This pup right here. It has a nice size root. If you guys can see this, you see that root? That root is actually coming from the pup. That root right there is coming from the pup. So we want to make sure we keep this root, because that's an important root for this pup. So we want to make sure we keep it. And we're going to keep going around until we can actually get in there and see if he has any more roots. So all we want to do is just kind of get in there, just dig it open a little bit, just a little bit. Don't want to destroy any of the roots. All right, so we're gonna get in there, get it a little bit cleaner. Okay, the rest of those roots are probably gonna be for, okay, let's turn it around. So we got him a root, so that's good for him. We got him a root. He probably has another root in here somewhere, but we know we had one good root for that pup right here, and that's a pretty good root right there. So we got to make sure he doesn't get destroyed. So let's turn the plant around, and we're going to focus on this pup. We're going to focus on him. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to do a little digging, just like this. Just like this. Just dig him away from his current home. Just kind of dig him away. Now it looks like this pup also has a long root that is, yeah, he has a root right here. Yeah, he has some pretty long roots too. And it looks like he has another root down in here. So we're gonna keep digging. I'm kind of digging this hole right here. Now some of the baby roots, we won't be able to save as much as the larger roots. The larger roots are always going to be the most important, but we want to try to preserve all of the roots, because we want to keep it from going into a lot of plant shock. So to keep it from going into plant shock, we got to separate these roots as much as we can, guys. As much as we can without destroying the roots. And as I dig, I know you guys can see a lot more of the root system from the plants. And you can actually see exactly how the pups come off of the mother. So as you guys see, we still got some roots, and I believe that these lighter color roots, if you can see, it's a lighter color root that's in here. I think that's another one of the baby roots right there. So we're going to continue to keep digging, because like I said, this is not a short process. This is a very delicate process, especially if you're in tune with your gardening, this is a very delicate process. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, because if you're like me, you don't want to kill any of the roots or cut any of the new roots that you see. You want to make sure you maintain all of those roots. Maintain all the roots. So turn it around, and you see what's happening now, guys. We're getting closer to the mother corm, because it's in a compact kind of corm that's right here. So okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give it a little chop. We're gonna chop this down, guys, as much as we can without touching any of the, or cutting any of the roots. I'm gonna try to get in there and cut him off the mother as much as we can, guys. As much as we can. So we're gonna give him a cut. I'll be right back, guys. Just take a look at, look at those roots, guys. Just take a look at them right quick. I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. I will be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give the pups, we're gonna give them a little cut. Yeah, we're gonna give those a little cut. And like I said, we got a few. The way that it's in there, if you guys can see, before we cut, we got to make sure that we kind of move the big roots, kind of move those out the way so we won't cut them. Like I said, we got a root right there. That's for the baby right there, the baby pup. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a little slice. See if we can slice it in between there. Yeah, because I see another root. I see another root right in here, guys. So we don't want to cut that either. So we just want to try to get in between it and pull it away from the plant before we get to slicing it. Just want to just kind of move it. And like I said, guys, this is a very delicate process. Okay, so it's exactly what we wanted right there. Exactly what we wanted. So if you can see, I separated it from the corm. It's separated from the corm, but as you can see, we still got roots, guys. We still got the roots. You see how we still got the roots on there? That's exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want, guys. So while we give that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this time to dry. Give it time to dry. And we're going to turn it around. So he's good. You know, even though we got him separated, we still got the roots that's attached. So we still got to get in there and get those roots off. So we're going to turn around. We're going to turn the plant around right over here. And we're going to lay it down right here. And we're going to do the same process. We're going to do the same process for this one right here. Same exact process. So like I said, we got this one root we know for sure for this pup right here. Got that long root, which is a good thing. We want to keep him for sure. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get in there. We're going to take our time. Take your time. Take your time. And we're going to just going to keep digging down in there, guys. We're going to keep digging down in there just so we can see what we're looking at. Because if we can't see, we don't want to cut the wrong thing, guys. That's why we're taking our time. If we don't want to cut the wrong thing, we don't want to cut any roots. That's how these plants survive and they look so pretty. Because we're actually taking our time separating everything. So you see how it's got roots in here? It's kind of curled up, stuff like that. We want to make sure we get those out the way so we won't do any cutting on those. We're not trying to cut anything. We're separating. We're propagating. We're not cutting anything. We're propagating. And this is the proper way to do it. So he's connected. So he's connected, guys, right here. He's connected right up under this root right here. That's where he's connected. So we want to try to get in between this root, get back here, and this big root that's right here. We want to try to get down in between it. So this is how we're going to do that. We're going to stick him in here. And we're going to kind of pull him down just a tad. He might snap, but that's okay if he snaps. We just want to make sure we get all his roots that are his. So we're going to try to stick it in there. And if it snaps, that's okay. We just want to separate it from the mother plant. I can't hardly see right here in between here. Okay, now I can see now. So we're gonna move this root out the way a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and cut it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut it. Okay, did you hear that snap? It snapped away from the corm. So we're going to continue to kind of pull him off just so, because he's separated. Now, if you can see, he's separated from the corm. He is separated from the corm. So all we got to do is we just got to make sure we carefully get him up off of there. We'll carefully get him up off of there so he can go to his new home. Like I said, we don't want to snap any of the other. And like I said, guys, I see some roots that's going behind it right over here. I want to try to save all the roots, but some of the roots, guys, you're not going to be able to save all of the roots. But you really want to make sure you can maintain as many of the roots as you can, guys. As many of them as you can. So, and there's another pup right here, but we're gonna let him hang out with his mama for a little while longer. We're not gonna bother him too much. Okay, so now you guys are beginning to see much more of the roots. That's exactly what we wanted, guys. Exactly what we want. See how we getting in there? We're getting in there to see what is going on, to see how it's getting fed. See how we slowly doing it. Now this is how I like to do it. I know probably some of you guys probably do it a lot quicker than this, but I am so concerned about growth, and I'm so concerned about plant shock. And I believe most plant shock comes from disturbing too many of the roots. That's where it comes from. So we still getting everything separated, guys. We're doing real good, doing very good, guys. This is all we want to do. Just kind of separate it. Even those little roots, we want to try to keep the integrity of those too. So this is all we're doing, guys. Just kind of separating it. Get in between there. Get in between there. You see how his roots, we cut them at the corn right there. We cut them. But we still got, look what we still got on there, guys. We still got roots in there. That's what you want. You want those roots. You want to keep those roots. So I'm trying to dig in here and see where this other long root goes to. We might be able to fish him out. Fish that root out right there. If he doesn't go too far, it looked like he's going back around. Look like he's holding on to his mama, so we're gonna try to get him kind of separate as much as we can. You see how we getting up in there with the roots, guys? We're getting in there. We're making progress. Making progress. And like I said, for me, this is going to be a long process for me, just because I'm real concerned about the roots of this plant, and I don't want to destroy any of the roots. And that's why I'm taking my time. And like I said, a lot of you guys probably are a little bit more advanced when it comes to these things right here, but I just take a little bit extra care with them, guys, because this is how they survive. This is how they grow. So we just want to make sure we can get as much of these roots and stuff as possible, guys. As much of the see how we got him separated? He's separated, but he's still hanging on, so we don't want to destroy any of those roots. All right, so So guys, what I'm gonna do now, guys. Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna sit him down just for a quick little second. Get a little refocus going. Okay. So. Okay. So we're doing good, guys. We're separating it. Doing pretty good. As you can see, the mother plant has some good strong roots. Good strong roots, guys. The roots are so strong with the mother that she's throwing off pups at an early age. So yeah, we want to keep the integrity of these roots, guys. We're still kind of digging in there just to kind of see where everything is. Because like I said, we're not sure where all the roots are going to, but we don't want to destroy any of them. Let's see if I can kind of pull him. Okay, guys. I think he's pretty loose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a slight little tug. Give him a little tug. See, he still has the rest of his roots. So I don't want to tug him too much. I want to kind of get lower on the roots and kind of pull it slightly, just pull it just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you got to get in there with your hands and kind of feel to see exactly where everything is going. Because sometimes you got to break this soil up a little bit because it's in there real good. So just want to kind of break it up a little bit, but not harming any of the roots. Just giving it a slight little moving action, just to kind of loosen everything up. Just to loosen it up. We're not harming any of the roots, guys. We're just kind of loosening it up. Give it another little tug. See where we're at now. Okay. It's still hanging on. See? So we want to loosen up the soil just a little bit more because we want the ends of the roots. I want all of them, guys. I'm not playing with them. I want all of the roots. So this is how you can guarantee that your plant will survive. And it's still going to do a little plant shock, but this is going to make it less severe of a plant shock. Less severe. And we're going to go around there and do the same thing for that other pup that we have around the corner. And so what I'm doing, guys, is I'm just kind of loosening up the soil, trying to get up under there and just kind of loosen everything up. So he's going over here somewhere. Okay, he's going way down there. So I see where he's at. If you guys can see over here in the corner over here when I pull it, you see where he's going down in this hole right here. I want to get him a little looser than what he is. And like I said, all we're doing right now, we're just loosening up all of the soil that's on here. Sometimes you can take it like this and kind of give it a little smash. Not much of a smash. Just give it a little smash. As you can see, he's still hanging on in there somewhere. He's still hanging on. Okay, guys. Look at that. Pulled him out. Look how long he is. We pulled him out. Pulled out that root, guys. So let's get him. See if we can get him. Let's give him a little shake. Oh yeah, he's hanging on. Let's give him a. Okay, man, he is hanging on. Like for real, guys. Let me dig up under here and see if I can catch his root in here somewhere. And all I'm doing, guys, I'm not pulling anything or anything. I'm just lightly kind of agitating the soil just to kind of loosen everything up. See? Everything is still intact. If you can see he wrapped around. And he's going in here. If you can see, he's right here. He's right in here. See that root right there? He's right in there. What I want you guys to do is I want you to kind of keep an eye on this one little root right here. He's way down there, guys. Okay, we're gonna give him another little pull. Give him another little pull, see if he's ready to come out. Look at that, guys. Look at him. Look at him, guys. Look, guys. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Let me set him down. Get him sitting right there. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Check it out. So as you can see, hold on, let's go back here. As you can see, that's the pup. And those are his roots. Now look at how long his roots is. Okay. This is where we separated it. This is where we separated it from the mother. Right here. That's where we did our cut. As you can see, we didn't damage any of the roots. And look how long these roots are, guys. Look. That's how I keep my plants from going into a deep plant shock, just like that. Getting every freaking root. There you go. Just like that. So we got him out the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let him and his other brother, we're gonna let them sit to the side for just a little while. So we're gonna put him over here. We're gonna set him to the side over here. See him? We're gonna set him to the side. Get him a little sun and set him to the side. That way the sun will actually dry the corm up a little bit, because we don't want it to rot. So we're gonna let that dry a little bit. All right, guys, so we got one more to get, which is this one right here. Now we got to get this one, guys. And we're gonna do the same process. We're gonna do the same process. We're gonna kind of dig in there and loosen up some things. Might need to cut him a little bit more at the corm right here. Just a little bit. Okay, he's cut. All right, we got him cut. Let's try to see if we can move him and see how he's moving. Okay. So we got roots on him. He's cut from the mother. Okay, so we got these roots loose. So let's see where he's hanging on at, guys. Let's see exactly where he's hanging on at. Okay, so I'm pulling the plant, and it looks like he has a root. Can you guys see that? You see where it's tugging at right there? The one little root right there? That's his root. We want him. So we want to go ahead. We're going to loosen this up, guys. Just loosen it up just a little bit. See, he's going all the way in here, guys. So he might be just like the other one over there. I go in there and get the roots. He's coming all the way down. Look, we found him, guys. We found him. He's traveling all the way down here. He's traveling to the bottom of the pot. So he made it to the bottom of the pot too. So therefore he's very strong. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen this up right here. Let's pull it from right here. See what we got. Okay. Boom. Boom. Takes a little time, guys. But look, we got it. We got the whole root. I'm sorry. We got the whole root, guys. So I'm gonna pull him out. Pull him out. Hopefully the root comes with it. Boom. The root is coming out with it. Bam. Whoa, that was a long one. All right, so let's set the plant back down. So now we have our other pup. Got our other pup, guys. Other pup. He's got some good roots. See how long they are? His roots are very long. Oh my goodness. And these guys, these are babies. And look how, these are babies. And look how long, look at that. at that, guys. Look at how long those roots are. Those are long, guys. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna let these guys, let's sit that to the side. We're gonna let these guys right here, we're gonna let, oh no, oh no, oh no. Drop the baby, y'all. Drop the baby, hold on. All right. So like I said, we're gonna let these babies right here, we're gonna let these babies sit out for about an hour or so. We're gonna let those babies kind of sit out. Oh no, what the heck? Yep, we're gonna let these babies right here, we're gonna let them sit out in the sun so they can dry. It can dry up the corm that we cut from the mother. We want to dry those out for at least about an hour or so. So that actually gives us time to actually go ahead and get the mother, go ahead and get her planted and get her to her new home. And we're gonna separate a lot of this stuff so she'll kind of grow at a rapid little pace. So this is her root system. Like I said, we got another baby. We got another baby that is, oh my goodness. Battery went dead. So we got another baby right there that's coming off of it. But we're gonna leave him there. So we'll shake some of this up, get some of these roots separated, and when we be back, we'll be planting this. We'll be planting her in the ground. Be back. So we got the hole dug. We got the hole dug for the mama calication plant, and we're gonna chop up the soil just a little bit. The soil that we dug out, we're gonna chop it up a little bit, and we're gonna add some. We're gonna add some of this to it. We're gonna add some of this to it, guys, so it'll have a couple of nutrients, you know. So we'll plant it. We're not gonna water anything yet. We're gonna let it sit in there for about an hour or so before we get ready to water it, anything like that. But here's the hole. This is where we're putting it at. Putting it right here in the hole next to the banana plant. So we're gonna put it right here, but first we're gonna chop up some of this right here. We're gonna chop up some of this, and we're gonna put some of the soil in there as we chopped it up. I put some soil, some old soil that I had that has some Miracle Grow in it. I did put some in the hole already, but we're gonna put a little bit more, and we're gonna put some in here. So after that, guys, we'll cut you back. Okay, guys, we're gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see that I did put some Miracle Grow in there before we get ready to plant. We're gonna mix this in with the soil that we uncovered. I put a little bit in the hole. So we're gonna mix this up right here, and then we're gonna make a solid hole for it, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the mother plant, which is, she's right here. We're gonna get ready to put the mother plant in that hole. And as we're doing that, we're still letting the babies, we're letting the corn, we're letting that dry up for at least about an hour, maybe about an hour or so before we plant those back into the, I think we're gonna put those in another pot. Yeah, we're gonna find a place for the baby plants, but we're more concerned about the mother plant so we can get her on in the ground. And like I said, we're not gonna water it yet because we don't want any root rot or anything like that. So, and guys, I know you guys see me sweating. It is so hot. When I tell you it is so hot. And today we got a lot of projects that we got to do today. We got to go across town today also, guys. As soon as we get done with this project right here, we got to go to, we're going to Orange Mound. And we're going to go to my brother's house. After we get done with this project, we're going to go over there to my brother's house. And we got a few things we got to check out over there for our next 5 projects. So for the next 5 projects, we're going to be over there at my brother's house. And we got something, like I said, we got something. I told you at the beginning of the video, we got something special that I got to show you. But it's going to be something a little bit different. But my brother, he wants me to, he wants my help doing it. So he actually wants me to do it. He really couldn't think of anybody else that would actually do a good job at what we're about to do except for me. So you guys are in for a treat once you see what we're going to be working on over there. But we're going to finish this project up, guys, and I'm going to show you the finished product once I get the mother calication plant planted. We're going to go from there, and then I'm going to show you the final product, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this video. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm about to place the mother calication plant into her new home. So again, this is what we're planting. I know you guys be like, why does he do that? I be doing that for my thumbnails, guys. So these are for the thumbnail. But now what we're gonna do, soon go ahead, I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'll go ahead and place her. We'll go ahead and place her in her new home. So all right, here we go. So now this is going to be her new home. It's going to be her new home right here. Stand up a little bit. Yeah, get her to stand up a little bit, but this is going to be her new home. So we're going to get her planted so she can stand up properly. And I'll cut you back as soon as I get her planted, and then we're going to end the video. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we got it planted. So I'm going to show you guys what she looks like now. So we got her planted. I stepped on it so we can remove all the air pockets. And as you can see, we got a worker already, so that's a good thing. He's trying to burrow himself back in the ground, so we're gonna let him do his thing. But yeah, after this, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the rest of the mulch and put it around it so we can kind of suppress weeds. And then that's gonna be the end of the video. So if you got any questions about this video or about the plants that we planted in this video and that we propagated, or how to actually cut the baby plants off of the mother plant, leave a comment and let me know, guys. That way I can get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you comment on this video. And I will see you guys on the next video. I appreciate you guys coming to check me out, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Get out there, do some planting. You got any questions? I'm always here to answer them. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Until next time, stay tuned. This is Joe of All Trades signing off.